Thank you. Great.
If you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, clap twice. All right, guys, just a few announcements. We're about to get started in a little bit. Our senior trustee, Jason House, he's running a little late, but we know how the weather is out there, so we're going to give him a little time. But even if he make it here, we still legally have to give the mayor a little time to get here as well, assuming that she doesn't show up, and then, you know, the meeting will proceed accordingly. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, sorry, we're going to start a little late, but we're here and we shall be starting shortly, and I do apologize sincerely for the short delay. Thank you.
Well, sorry, first of all. Too much So what I like to do is try to sort of set my cameras at night. Auto ISO 500 a second wide auto white balance. Meaning, say I think I'm driving to the mayor's office, right? And there's a bus crash. I want to be able to jump out the car, and the camera's
Okay.
I got the nuclear launch codes. I'm going to read those off. I appreciate you. But sure, that's basically my premise. Because what happened is that the guy that said he used to be down he was attacking the so he's not so and he's Texas and stuff. So he talks about how to become an issue. And so he was able to the point being, I talked to a buddy of mine just to be in the business, and he's like, he was joking. He's like, he was joking, he wasn't joking. Because we this life, like people house, you got the picture, because you have all try everything. But then there's an incident, and now that's where that position is. And you forgot to bring the battery, you forgot to bring now your boss is trying to find out who they're we heard you're there. So it's a good thing to, like they said, it's an injury.
Good evening, everybody. How are you today? Always wonderful to see everybody. We've been in court before, so the judge mentioned that the mayor pro tem ordinance, we have to make sure we at least allow an opportunity for the mayor to attend. So we'll start the meeting at 6:45 to allow that opportunity in case the mayor has had a change of decision on canceling this meeting. So the meeting will start in 5 minutes to allow for that. I do not want Judge Cohen to be upset with the board, and we want to make sure we're following all laws and regulations. Thank you. Okay, time is 6:45, so we will get right. We will proceed with this meeting. I want to open up because we know there was some confusion. A letter went out earlier today that the meeting was canceled. Of course, the Board of Trustees had not received any evidence of a credible threat, nor have we heard anything about, have we been briefed on that. So without getting that information, the meeting must proceed. We do have knowledge, of course, of a peaceful protest. The Board of Trustees recognizes and respects everybody's right to speak their voice, and we are here to hear your concerns. That being said, we appreciate the manner and the energy in the room. We know that there's a lot of frustration, so please, as you come, let the board know. Of course, state your disagreement or your gripe, and then talk about what outcomes you would like. As a board member, we're not prepared at the moment to be able to fix everything, but we need to hear your voice so that as we're doing our planning, we know what steps we need to take, and we will do everything within our power to make sure that everybody is heard. So I want to thank everybody for organizing and doing so peacefully. Let your passion speak, but without being disrespectful or creating conflict, right? So we appreciate that. We're here for it. I'm going to turn over for a moment to our attorney, Mike McGrath, just so he can clarify the legality of this meeting, and then we'll get started.
Sure. Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. The meeting tonight was properly posted. The agenda was put up in a timely manner. There was word that was put out by the mayor that there was some sort of a threat. Obviously, the board, as Trustee House has stated, they're not aware of any threat. They've not been advised of any threat, and it doesn't seem like there is any threat. In the back of the room, there's a number of law enforcement officers from the county as well as your own department. If there was any bona fide threat, certainly they would let the trustees know. They wouldn't let this meeting proceed. They wouldn't want anyone to be in harm's way. I think it's just a way of the mayor to try to attempt to cancel this meeting, knowing that there was a peaceful protest or people going to come up and speak their mind, and she didn't want to face those people. So it's a proper and legal meeting.
Thank you very much. With that being said, I will ask Clerk Key for a roll call, please.
Good evening, everybody. And thank you for coming out. Trustee Tammy Baker Brown.
I guess this must be Tammy Faye Baker, but I am present.
I changed her name for tonight.
Tammy Faye Baker.
Trustee House.
Present.
Trustee Norwood.
Present.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Present.
Trustee Holmes is absent. Trustee Belcher.
Here.
We have a quorum. And let me back up for 1 second. This meeting started at 6:47 p.m.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll ask if everybody stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you remain standing, please, I'll ask former trustee Valeria Stubbs to lead us in prayer.
Good evening, everyone. Could you please bow your head? Heavenly Father, I come to you in the name of Jesus just to praise your name another day and thank you for your mercy and grace that you have stored upon us. Thank you for allowing us to assemble here today, Father. I ask that you give us traveling grace and mercy on the way home. Father, I ask in your Son's name, Father, that you remove anything that's not of you out of these seats up here, Father, and do the will of the people, Father, so we can have peace. Thank you, Father, in the name of Jesus, amen.
Amen.
For the record, I need to announce that the mayor's not here.
Okay. Okay, and one announcement from Clerk Key.
Is my mic off? Okay, for the record, I need to mention that the mayor is not present. So when I took the attendance, I didn't call her name. So Mayor Henyard is absent.
Okay, so we will open with public comment. We'll ask anybody that has comments, please come up to the mic for 3 minutes to address the body, and we will advise as the 3-minute mark is approached. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, greetings in the name of the Father, everybody. I heard those voices, and all I'm gonna say to that, mine is that lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. And let's keep the harmony going. Because if you're gonna stand for one, you're gonna stand for all. And here's my thing about how we stand. All this standing divided, this is exactly why we keep falling. And for every day that we don't stand divided, we fall even farther. I also heard the prayer. The bottom line is, we the people, this is where we clean house. Now, the truth of the matter is, our votes must count. We got a township closed. We got a village hall closed. And now she want to call in a threat of a credible. She is the threat. She is the outright, unadulterated threat. I said it. I will represent it. You have threatened more people here than anybody I know. And she has no idea how many mayors I have been under. As I look out here in the audience, I know a lot of people. It's a lot of things I'm fed up, but this is nothing personal. I ask everyone here today, go beyond yourself. You tell other people, go to the media, need to knock off this media stuff for a little while. The thing I don't like, I don't see none of the people, but I always hear certain dignitaries, and look, y'all, I'm past saying, I don't mean no offense, y'all grown. Y'all are grown people. When your families can't come, what makes y'all think our families feel good coming? It is time out. It doesn't matter whether you like me or not, because here's the truth of the matter. Then none of y'all create me. The one commonality y'all constantly hear me saying, every last one of us, we human beings, unless you want to act like an animal. When you want to act like an animal, then you suffer the consequences. But when it's all said and done, you got citizens that are running for seats out here. Half of the people don't know. They nominating people without your input or anything like that. This is how she wound up getting a trifecta, because Christopher Gonzalez and all them sitting up there thought it was absolutely appropriate to keep 190,000 people out of here. They need to get the water together. Y'all need to, why aren't the people getting the cards for the village? Did y'all know y'all not getting no more cards to put out your information for your water bill? They ain't got no more money for the yellow cards. What does that say? For everything they don't have, cast the vote against it. For everything they didn't get paid for, cast the vote against it. For every time your property tax make you wonder if you're going to hit your house to your car. And I don't mean leave, because half of the people, they can't leave that. Look, it's okay for y'all to invite people here. And I'm not singling out nobody. Invite somebody here. Y'all keep saying save y'all. No, this is save ourselves. This is our save our community, and that's y'all job.
Good evening, everyone. I want to ask permission to make this quick announcement if I can. Here is a notice of special township meeting of electors of Thornton Township. Notice is hereby given that at the request of at least 15 or more electors of Thornton Township, there is a special meeting of electors that will be held January the 21st, 2025 at 6 p.m. at the South Suburban College. So for Ms. Hill, everybody will be able to come out and vote. Amen. And I will give that information again. Thank you all for allowing me to do that. Can I have my comment now?
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you so much. So lately, I've been hearing individuals like Michael Smith emphasizing the importance of respecting the chair. However, I find it challenging to comprehend how we can extend respect to an inanimate object, particularly when the person occupying the chair fails to demonstrate respect for the people they are supposed to serve. It is essential to remember that respect is reciprocal and trust must be earned. Since we as a community have not received either respect or trust, it is only reasonable that we would hold our respect, as it is a two-way street that should originate with the individual holding the position of authority. I would never respect someone who chose to fire a sexual assault victim to keep an alleged predator named Andrew Holmes and a seat just to vote her way. I would never respect someone who refuses to show empathy for the people who worked for and almost died for her while doing so. I would never respect nor vote for someone who uses her power to close down businesses unless they agree to pay to play so that she and her boyfriend can ride around in style using our taxpayer dollars. I am asking the seniors to do research to discover why so many of us have been demanding that the super mayor step down from power. Do not be lured in by gifts that appear to be free because they are not free.
We reached the 3-minute mark.
Since she has been in power, her decisions have not been made by consulting with the residents or the trustees.
We've hit 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
Okay, I had to make that special. I'm almost done.
Okay.
Her decisions have been made out of greed, not reason. And she has never responded to our request to show receipts. Her days in power are almost over. From this point on, her decisions will be made out of desperation, like a
3 minutes,
caged
35.
animal. I will end it with this. Mr. Mayor, and I quote, "Animals do not respond to reason." Clean House 2025, Dolton Rising. I stand with Fanil. Justice for Alexis.
Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to let the residents know, every event that was held at Just Ice, every event that was held at Melanie Fitness Center / police station was not voted on by the trustees. You have to have an intergovernment agreement from these guys up here in order to hold anything in Dolton. And everything that she have held in those particular places, I want you to know that they were illegal, every event. The skating rink is deplorable now. And this message, I really came here for her. I was hoping that she would be here today because I want to let her know, I want to educate her. When I called the village hall and asked for the alley behind my house to be plowed, Public Works, I don't own an alley. I'm retired, been retired for years. I don't have to go anywhere unless I want to. And I called for my residents that live behind me that get up every morning and go to work. I called for my neighbors adjacent to me so they can get out of their garage. That particular day, she's a compulsive liar. That particular day, Tiffany, I didn't go anywhere, had nowhere to go. Have a snowplow in my garage. So that was a bald-faced lie, and winter is coming up again, and it's the village job to plow the alleys because we live on a snow route. We cannot park in the front. And how dare she keep telling that lie that I called her. At no time did I call her. No time. She also have came by my house, ringing my doorbells, harassing me. I should have filed a suit against her, but I didn't because I know that money go on the backs of us, and I'm not going to do us like that. So I'm going to do it at the polls, and I'm asking everybody to come out in droves February the 25th, 2025 for Clean House. And we need the whole slate. I need everybody that's on that ticket. We can't pick and choose because they can't sit up here by themselves. They have to have everybody. Mr. Brown, I'm so disappointed in you, I could just throw up. But I wish that you would have a heart and open your eyes to what's really going on because this woman
reached the 3-minute mark.
robbed us blind. This is about all of us, not some of us. And incidentally, residents, Valerie Stubbs will be on the ticket for
3 minutes
Thornton
and 15
Township in 2025 in April. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to actually successfully make one of these meetings. I've tried a couple times. It was a little bit crazy in the summer, and there were apparently 2 meetings in December, and I went to the wrong one. So I want to clarify, legal counsel, thank you very much. You're correct. I contacted the deputy city clerk this afternoon just to verify that we were going to be here. And I was clarified to me that, yes, the meeting was still very much on. So whatever this is that apparently certain somebody was talking about, that's really recent. So thank you very much for being here. Additionally, I have my own concerns. I recently found out that animal control is not properly licensed by any sort of bureau here in Dolton from the Department of Agriculture. And I'm still trying to figure out exactly how the police properly get a hold of animal control in the area. And as the previous speaker mentioned regarding the snow plowing, I have my concerns that are we going to be ready for when the next actual winter storm comes to plow the roads properly in Dolton. So I would ask that as much as you guys are able to keep the streets clean and ready to go, please keep up with that. Thank you very much for your time. I yield.
Thank you.
I have to apologize to everybody. I ran out the door with the wrong glasses, so bear with me. This was directed towards the mayor, who is not here, but I'm going to still talk about it because there's people that are not on social media. I get a lot of people that message me, especially my brother, what's going on there? I'm not there. So this is the major question that's asked me about what's going on here. They want to know what the mayor's greatest accomplishment in Dolton is. What is the one accomplishment that has benefited the residents here, especially like my aunt who's a senior citizen, or the friends that I know that still have family here, or even you out here? What is her major accomplishment? Well, I see a lot driving around. I read a lot on social media, and I see the news every day. Is it her major accomplishment, the $18,000 banners that we all know about on Sibley that were hung up there with her face on it, her name? And I love this one. She's a role model for the youth. Okay, I'm gonna come out and say this. My husband and I were driving. We were the ones that found the banner in the street that was getting rolled on. We took it where it belongs, to the police station. I had a lot of bids for it, believe me. I want to know, and we know those banners weren't paid for, and we know what happened to them. We all saw it. Or is it her major accomplishment, the approximately 17 empty businesses that are up and down this street? When I was here, there was never an empty business. Or wait, is it that trip she took that she said she went to a conference to get businesses to come here? Or is it the $50,000 that she spent, a taxpayer money, on a police station sign on an empty building? The taxpayers are paying the utilities for. Well, we know she don't want to sell the building because that's her playground. She has to go do Super Bingo when she can, or hold her parties. How about the signs around town that I see? Coming soon. I've seen them forever. I love the water park one. If you know Greenwood, it's not wide. It's long, but not wide. And it's full of electrical wires. So what is she thinking? I like the coming soon, the food trucks. Wait a minute, there's no businesses down Martin Luther King Drive. She wants 2 restaurants. The Veterans Park, yes, I believe that should happen. I do like the state-of-the-art sports complex that she wants to build, but what about the empty buildings?
The 3-minute mark.
What about the empty buildings that are still sitting there that you can't tear down? Okay, I'm just talking about the tip of the iceberg, and especially when we had to hear from Mayor Lightfoot. Is that her major
3
accomplishment?
minutes, 15 seconds.
All I want to say is, Mayor Tiffany, if you're watching, do you think one day that they are going to have a memorial park in your name? So
3 minutes, 30 seconds.
I stand up for all the Dolton and Thornton Township residents.
Thank you.
Hello. Hello. We're just trying to say, when everybody gets up to speak, can you please state your name? That's all.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Angela Hubbard. I'm here to inform the mayor, Tiffany Henyard, and Kamal Woods came short on their rent payments from August 2024 through December 2024. Just this morning. Now it's January 2025, and as of today, you are late. So don't forget to add all the late fees. Although I'm not part of the litigation, I am Janetta Hull's mother, and standing here in her stead. I've been watching all your shenanigans for about 4 years and truly can't keep up. Thanks to NBC5 reporter Regina Waldrop's documentary, The Cost of Chaos in Dolton, a few weeks ago, that detailed most of her underhanded BS. Tiffany, you always say, let me educate you. Well, yes, you have educated us on what to do when renting to a tenant. We will for sure do our due diligence for future tenants. An example, background checks, maybe even fingerprints and blood draws. Thought we were good on renting to a mayor and her guy. Boy, were we educated. We thought we were doing you a favor by looking out for your safety and keeping you low key when it came to the lights and gas bill not being in your name. Tiffany, you and Kamal are simply wrong and should be super tired of this debauchery. Tiffany, you have disgraced the town of Dolton, Thornton Township, and I'm sure your own parents. Now you are commingling in Thornton Township funds, allegedly. I once heard you quote Dr. King about being the dream. No, Tiff, you are a nightmare. The audacity of you and Kamal to change locks, garage codes, and not giving Janetta access to even inspect her Harvard house. Reminder, it is illegal. Reminder, Zoom eviction court tomorrow, 1 p.m. I believe Tiffany and Kamal were trying to steal my daughter's house from under her and probably turn it into an Airbnb or sell it to a friend for a few $1,000s. I'm praying you do the right thing, Tiffany and Kamal, that you voluntarily pay up your arrears and submit keys. You're messing with a Black woman that's in power, and that's Janetta Hull, the landlord, the owner of the current mayor and Kamal. One last note, I stand with Jedediah Brown, a wise man who knows how to advocate truth and justice. I stand with Miss Fania Dukes. May God continue to give you strength. Justice for Janetta Hall, the landlord. With all this being said, Bees better have her money.
That's going to be a hard act to follow. However, it's been well documented. I'm sorry, I just want to state my name. My name is Dan Lee, almost 40 years in Dolton, or whatever, I lost track. But anyhow, I want to concentrate more on us. I don't want to talk about the wannabe dictator, dingbat, disrespectful individual that's not here right now. So what I'm going to do is ask you a question. Do most of you all know what an exorcism is? Okay, we're in the midst of that process right now. And to complete this exorcism, we need to show up on, I believe the young lady said the town hall meeting is on January the 21st at South Suburban College. We need to pack that 900 seats venue. That way, we get that vote through Thornton Township, including Dolton, we will make her completely irrelevant to the processes of our government. We get that done. We get that done. We don't have to worry about her rants and her raves. She can't stop anything. Obviously, she doesn't know that there's a quorum here. I don't know how much she's paying her lawyers, but they should read some of this stuff to her because I don't think she understands. We do not need her right here in this venue because we have the quorum. We swing this thing in Thornton Township, we'll have a quorum in both places. She can dance her little silly ass wherever she wants to go after that. She can be late, not show up. It will make no difference. We will continue to move forward without her. Now, we got the hashtag Dolton Rising and Justice for Phinia. I love all of those. But this is going beyond hashtag now. We're in a movement. And every last one of you that comes in here, that contributes to Clean House 25, that supports us, you are part of a movement now. This is no plaything right now. We can do this. We will do it. Whether she likes it or not, that's irrelevant. Now, if you happen to look up on the, okay, I want to speak to all the people in here that I haven't seen in here before. I ain't trying to bust nobody out, but damn, can't y'all do this a little more often? I'm just asking, you know what I'm saying? If we could keep crowds like this at both venues, we need to form a partnership between the voters in Dolton, which we are part of Thornton Township. And if we could get the trustees to communicate with each other, we can build a South Suburban powerhouse. We can stop this from ever happening to us again. All we have to do is stand together. Together, we are much stronger.
Reach the 3-minute mark.
Beep, beep. I just want to say one more thing. Park District. I don't know if you all were at the last tea with the trustees. They gave a beautiful presentation. We are on the way up.
3 minutes, 15.
Dolton Rising is not just a slogan anymore. It's a reality. So thanks to the Park District once again. We're going to do this, and we're going to do it. We're going to ascend to the top.
Thank you, Dan.
Good evening. Good evening. Former future trustee Edward Steve has 2 first names. I want to commend the Board of Trustees for conducting this meeting tonight. I want to commend and give my shots and spread prayers to Sister Phinia. I heard that video, that terrible video, and I commend your strength. I commend Jed for shifting the focus back to what's important because they were getting bold. She thought she had something with the caucus and she was really doing the interviews. And Andrew was really getting bold talking about my minister, Minister Louis Farrakhan, compared to the minister, compared to Father Flagler and Black people. He got real bold, like he didn't do none of that stuff. How dare she compare herself to Harriet Tubman, Black leaders who sacrificed for Black people. So it's an embarrassment where we're at. She's duping the seniors residents. She is duping the seniors. So when you see your senior residents, tell her how do you feel if she did that to your daughter? Kick her to the curb and fire her. How do you feel if she did it to your sister, your niece, your nephew, niece, granddaughter, anybody? This is the reality that we deal with. So I commend the fight. I commend where we're at. And it's time for us, as Jason said, change the narrative in Dolton and Clean House 2025. Peace.
While we wait on the next speaker, I want to give an acknowledgement to former Commissioner Kevin Bowen, the Change the Narrative originator with Clean House 2025. Okay, thank you.
Good evening, all. My name is Mary Avant. I am also running for trustee in Thornton Township. Just keep that name in mind. I don't want anybody to accuse me of anything, but I thought I was going to be able to let my mayor know just how much she educates us. Every time she gets to the podium or gets the mic, she tells us that we have a dictator trying to take over now. And they locked them out of the caucus, but she seems to forget all they did was take a page out of her book. Didn't she lock us out in the cold and in the rain? So we're going to educate her. But if I don't do anything else tonight, for my brother Jedediah, who put this movement together, I'd like for everyone in here, and if you ain't on our side, don't clap. We don't really give a damn. Give yourselves a round of applause.
That's my mama, Mary. So listen, I have probably been to several of these meetings and have never hit this podium. I'm here today, though. I'm not talking about Tiffany. I think we've talked about her enough. I think we've given her enough airtime. So my response is to this board and to Jason, who will be our next mayor for 2020. There is a lot of damage that has been done. And I'm not gonna tell my name because I fear for my life. There's somebody after me, right? Bring it. However, there's been a lot of damage done. I commend the board for staying focused and not entertaining the entertainment, because there's been some entertainment, right? However, what I want to say to you is, please, I'm begging you, show us something different. We are trusting you to take this garbage and make it into something that Dolton can be proud of. And you guys will be the ones that will be your name in lights because you were able to turn it around. We are trusting you. We are putting faith in you. Behind putting faith in God, we are praying that you continue to stay focused and do the right thing.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm so short. My name is Patricia Kennedy. I normally don't get up and speak, but it has got so bad that I said I need to say something. I've been out here since 1977. When I moved out here, they didn't let anybody buy these houses out here. And it was so peaceful. We had a swimming pool. We had things for our kids to do. And if you didn't work and you lost your job, you can go to Thornton Township. They would pay your rent. They would give you the money right there. And so as the years went by, I worked. I raised my kids, my grandkids, my foster kids. And now I look around, I said, why am I still in Dolton? And then people are coming to me, Miss Kennedy, don't move. But then when I look across the street, and our whole block is nice, but we got 5 houses vacant, we cannot sell. If you call the ANVET and I tell them I'm living in Dolton, oh, we're not coming out there. So I'm telling everybody, I don't like when people come to me and tell me, well, Tiffany got another side. No, look right around. Look at all the vacant houses. Talk to the trustees. They wouldn't lie. They wouldn't sit up here and be fighting. So I want everybody to start talking to the people. You must vote. Don't play. You got to vote. We don't have to call her names and all of that. Just when you go vote, put her in there. Put them in there, not her. So everybody, please, we don't want it to look like Harvey. And like I say, it's too many vacant houses now. And I wanted to move, but I can't sell my house. My kids don't want it. And I put a lot of money into it. So everybody, please, please vote. Else it's gonna look like Harvey. Okay?
Out of curiosity, before we go, just out of curiosity, is anybody in here from Harvey?
Right here.
No shade, Harvey. No shade. We neighbors. No shade. Absolutely. All right, thank you.
Hey, Dolton. My name is Chappelle Hooks. I am a Harvey Library trustee, newly elected 2023. I thank the people for the 1,490 something votes. I ain't gonna go with the 82% because it just ain't, math ain't math. But I stand with y'all. I love to fight. I love to see the people that come out and y'all standing on y'all business. But I will say this. This must be a round table because I think Tiffany, Clark, and Thaddeus, all of them sitting around the table together. And they dishing out the plans because everybody look alike. All these cities is going through the same thing. The only difference is y'all can talk at y'all meetings. We can't. We go to jail. We get $500 disorderly conduct fines. I'm fighting one now. But I stand with y'all. I really love to see that you guys know what you want. You know what you want in this community. You know what they are planning to give y'all. That's why y'all standing behind them. Go to the polls, vote, talk to these young folks, get them to come out here and vote. Because the more you put them on, the longer your community will be the way you want it to be. That's where a lot of stuff is falling off, is because our kids are not getting up in here and they not voting. So we have to continue this fight. This fight that y'all doing, bring these kids. Let them see. Let them see your fight. Let them carry this fight on. Don't let it stop with us. Let it go. Let it go farther. So when we dead and gone, they gonna live. We can die in peace because they'll be living the dream that we want, because the dream she talking about, I don't see it. Unless I'm sleepwalking or something, I don't see it. But I'm telling y'all, continue the fight. I will stand with y'all. It's Harvey in the house. We back there. We back there. I love y'all. Continue to watch my Facebook Live, because guess what? We gonna put some of these people on blast. All right? Clean House 2025.
Good evening. I'm not going to drop anything because she's not here. But what I am going to do is say to every one of you all, thank you for allowing me to share in this moment with you. We've had some highs and some lows, but we're going to be all right. And I just want to say this so that history will have it right. And I appreciate everybody. I don't really need applause or thanks. I did not start a movement. I joined it. I am echoing it, and I endeavor to be the wind in your back. I just want to definitely tell another young man who I have watched this process, Nate Fields, I'm damn proud of you. It really should have been a better clap, but I'm damn proud of you. And as somebody who once aspired in certain places, don't stop, keep going. God has a way of making it happen. But I want to thank Sherry, Alicia, the Roberts, Thelma, Dr. Cloud, Stephanie, Dan Lee, Vivian, Sheila, Mary, Valerie, and everybody I did not name, because as of today, you have your focus and you have your movement. And these are the words that are very simple. I'm now going to step aside and be the wind in your back from my respective place. But y'all got it. And I'm confident victory is near. With that being said, I am now going to ask y'all to do me a huge favor And let's give this woman an extremely warm welcome. We are not releasing or doing any more videos because we're waiting for them. But y'all, please give her the most love and the warmest welcome as she takes her 3 minutes. Y'all stand to y'all feet if y'all don't mind for Nia Dukes. Yo!
Lord, oh my God, sit down. Sit down, y'all. Sit down. Sit down, 2025. I want to start by saying thank you. Like, y'all don't even understand how beautiful y'all look filling this room. Y'all look amazing, and I am beyond blessed. I'm beyond grateful to have every single one of you here for me, for Alexis, for Miss Janetta, for you to be a Dolton resident, for you to be a township resident. We standing up for ourselves, and this is what it looked like. I thought I was going to be here standing up for myself by myself, but look at y'all right next to me. I love y'all too. The most thing I want to say though is, and I have been getting a lot of slack of even just how I've been, and oh, Fania, well, you don't look too sad. You couldn't be a victim. Or, oh, Fania, you're smiling too much. People are not going to think something's wrong with you. Well, they picked the wrong person. That's right. They made my narrative what my narrative is. I didn't ask for it. I actually probably would have been still working under her and Jed coming to investigate me than this to be my own narrative. I really would have. Because why would anybody want this to be in my background? So for the negativity that I've gotten as if I've asked for this, I'm gonna pray for you. But everybody else who's behind me, attend. Hut! Clean House 2025, justice for Alexis Wilson, justice for Miss Janetta. Thank you, everybody. I love y'all. We got this. We got this. Thank y'all.
And I'm gonna use a couple of his minutes just to say one thing really quickly. It is my understanding that we had something incorrect. Andrew Holmes was not married, but it appears that he apparently has got engaged on Sunday. Okay, but also, well, congratulations, Helen. And so the other thing, last but not least, I'm just using his minutes. He's giving me his minutes, Jason, Mr. Mayor House. And so this is the last thing. I want to be very clear, you all. Please consider not attacking anybody that was involved and let the facts come out. I see people have comments about Officer Miles. Please give it a moment. He can't speak for himself. I can't speak for him. There are a lot of things that has not come out, but I want y'all to understand this. When that day happened, the mayor was she had a surgery, and people was trying to tend to her. They was trying to get her back. There was somebody that was detained, but it was not for the sexual assault. And it was, everybody was told one thing, that she didn't feel right in her body. They did not know exactly what it was. So public, please hold your judgment and let the facts come out. It will come out. And I'm a firm believer in one thing. The wheels may turn slow, but they do turn. Justice will be done.
Good evening, everyone. Jed does this to me every time. He makes me follow him, and he's a hard act to follow. But please, everybody, I'm giving up some of my time to give the hugest shout out to Jed. Look at all this camouflage. Please, everybody, put your hands together, because he has done so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you for that. Justice for Fania, justice for Alexis Wilson. I want to start by, for one, thanking the board, Mayor House. I just want to say, I chose to volunteer for their campaign, meaning boots on the ground with it, okay? So, I've been making phone calls, have had a great response, and I'm happy to report that, I didn't reach one Tiffany supporter. Actually, one undecided, but my goal is to flip them. But anyway, the one thing that I was a little taken aback by when I asked the residents if they wanted a sign, because mind you, they were emphatically for Clean House 2025. Some of them, I didn't even have to give my elevator pitch, and they were already on board. But then when I went ahead and I asked, I'm like, well, would you like a yard sign? They're like, oh, no. They are spooked by this administration, and that is horrific, okay? That you can't just rightfully support a candidate without worrying about backlash. That is the main reason. Excuse me, my name is Alicia Nicole. I am a Thornton Township resident. I wasn't going to go back and forth with Tiffany's goons. I don't trust her people. I fear for my safety. William Moore, the administrator, made a very deliberate, inflammatory, antagonistic comment at the last meeting saying that I wasn't a resident. I don't have this kind of time to just be up here without a horse or a dog in the fight. I definitely have a dog in a fight. Another thing, one senior citizen asked me a few weeks ago, she actually came up, she approached me, she hugged me, I hugged her, and then she said, just be quiet, just don't say anything, just wait. With all due respect, absolutely not. There is no way I'm gonna sit here and not say anything to the administration. Is just rogue, gutter, every bad adjective you can think of. Also, seniors, I want you guys to know, I understand you like big bingo. This board has provided everything that Tiffany feels like she's at the helm of only her being able to provide. They do bingo, they do senior luncheons, they do toy giveaway, they do everything that Tiff tries to make you think that she only has the power to do. So please take advantage of those things that the Dolton trustees are throwing. They're on the up and up. They just had a boot camp for residents. They show that they care by their actions in so many different ways, and it's not self-serving.
Reach the 3-minute mark.
Oh, 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
Thank you, Clean House 2025.
I can honestly say I've never done a public comment. And I found it interesting because, when I came to Dolton, I came on the other side, and I was told, I had a heart attack, and I was told that that wasn't an excuse to call off of work. But then here we are calling off of work, sis, huh? Because people don't like you. I don't like you. However, that's still not an excuse to call off of work. In fact, the truth told, I had 2 heart attacks, and I am still here at work. I got by one of her cronies texting my phone telling me about lewd comments that they would do to my 13-year-old daughter, but I still came to work. I got a death threat last week with her board meeting that she had here for the township because someone was afraid for their life, and they asked me as I'm here at work to call the police. I got a text message that said, "Excuse me, I'm gonna get you, bitch." But I still came to work. And guess what? Today, I am still here at work because guess what? What you're not going to do is stop me because the Bible says a clamorous woman is foolish and know of nothing. And I am not that. This ain't that. And I am not afraid. And I'm going to continue to come to work because I have a moral obligation to the people of Dolton and Dolton Township to show you what integrity look like, to help you build the community that you guys deserve. Clean House 2025. I'm not backing them because it's a job, because quiet as kept, I'm good. I'm backing them because it's the right thing to do. And these residents, you guys deserve it. And if you don't see that by now, I don't know what to tell you. So what I'm going to tell you right now, tomorrow, I'm going to be back at work. Next week, I'm going to be back here at work because what you won't do is run me off. And you can take that to the bank. So that's how we do when we educate you the right way. Dr. Nikita Cloud, who holds a PhD in organizational leadership. I also have an honorary doctorate because for my philanthropy work, I also have a master's degree in journalism. I also have a bachelor's in communications. This is what I do. So when you come for my credentials, when you try to come for my integrity, one thing you can't come by for me, it's what I do in my work ethic. So guess what, Tiffany? I challenge you today. Come to work, sis.
I got to follow that up. I've only got a bachelor's degree. So my name's Kurt Marcucci. Some know me as Super Server. I didn't grew here, I flew here. But I admire y'all because everyone here is about to do what I did to Tiffany, and that was evict her ass. Power to all you doing that. Now, I've heard about some of these yard signs being stolen and people that are afraid to put a yard sign out. Anything that's in your yard is your property. If you get your yard sign stolen, go to the Dolton Police Department, file a police report. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to assist people with stolen property. Am I correct? Okay, we got a thumbs up. Make a police report. Put a no trespassing sign, a little no trespassing sign in your front yard. Then you got them for trespassing. Now, about half of you know how to get a hold of me. The other half know someone who knows how to get a hold of me. If you want to help catch these SOBs that are taking the signs, get a hold of me. We'll lay a trap. We'll have the evidence. We'll throw the cuffs on them because in the words of Dee Snider and Twisted Sister, we ain't going to take it anymore. It's clean house in 2025.
All right, so I'm coming after Kirk. I'm going to be quick. I'm not going to take the whole 3 minutes like I did last time. I just want to say, first off, thank you, trustees, again, as always, for you guys providing a safe place for all of us residents. Despite what the mayor said about her threats, we feel very safe and very welcome here. So we do thank you guys for making sure that we can all come and be able to attend a Dolton board meeting. I just want to say to Fania, I'm so sorry about what happened. We won't stop fighting for your justice because we understand what you went through. And it's sad that you wasn't coherent and didn't know what he did, but we all understand what you went through and we are not going to stop our fight. As far as everybody, I just want to tell y'all look so good in here. Y'all need to give yourselves a round of applause for all coming out, for all showing up in your camouflage and your black, everything that we asked for you guys to show up in. Dolton is rising. We are on the up and up. It's Clean House 2025. We got this from here on out. We're going to clean the house. We're going to clean this township, and we just going to get everything back to what it's supposed to be. Once we finish the elections, then we're going to party. Y'all don't even understand how big this party is going to be for Dolton and for the township because we're going to be rid of, as Dan Lee said, a cancer that have been in our environment for way too long. And now we are Clean House 2025. We at the finish line. We got this.
I want to thank everybody for the comments. That will conclude public comment, and we'll move into our general announcements. I do want to give an acknowledgement, as Ms. Vivian said, the thank you goes as well to Dolton Park District. Let's give them a round of applause for partnership with the village. You got the president. I see Cleo Jones is in the back. President Jones, raise your hand, please. Any other commissioners present? Do we have Willis Harris? Is that Commissioner Wells? Okay, I see it with the mask. Okay, Commissioner Wells, Commissioner Harris, please wave your hands. Everybody give them a round of applause and thank you for their partnership, because partnership is the way that we will improve our village moving forward. That being said, I'm going to open up the floor for general announcements from anybody on the board.
Yes.
All right, Trustee Belcher.
Happy New Year, everybody. Tammy normally do tea with the trustees, but I'm gonna steal her thunder today. We had tea with the trustees next Saturday, January 11th at 9:30, as we've been doing since 2021. This is the way that residents can come out and have questions answered that are not being answered at the board meeting. So if you know a neighbor or have questions, and this is in reference to things that's going on in your community, issues with lights, a lot of different things, but I know people are concerned that they make statements and they don't get the answers that they want. So we will continue to have tea with the trustees every second Saturday, 9:30, and it's here at the Dolton Park District. My next statement is, y'all look so good out there. And the reason I say that, it was funny because I would like to thank the Dolton Police Department for coming out and just doing their job, because I mean, we pay taxes, so I definitely would like to thank the Dolton Police Department. But I kind of don't listen to YouTube unless somebody tell me to watch it. And when I heard Jedediah say we was at war, he started playing our song, I said, okay, I think I'm ready. I got my battle boots on. I said, because she always say we at war, but now when it's being reciprocated the other way, she don't want to show up for the fight. Yeah, but I would just like to say, everybody stay encouraged. We have 50 days, 50 days. And those 50 days, let me say this, it's not going to be here pretty. It's not going to be pretty. Y'all about to get some of the craziest things because all of the lies is coming out and all of the everything that somebody can do to save themselves because they know the time is up. The gig is up. So please, just if y'all have questions, reach out to us. I think many times when people send us emails, phone calls, I think we all here are diligently with getting back, especially if we don't have the answer. We try to make sure we can get the answer, but stay focused. Stay the course. This next 50 days will be trying times for all of us, but we have something to prove. We have to prove that residents are coming out and they want a change. We cannot have another 4 years of what we've been through. We can't. And this is not political. This is personal. This is our livelihoods. This is our tax dollars. Every day we get emails from people saying we owe them money, but yet nobody has said the person that spent the money has went on about their way and now spending all our township money. $1.3 million for an ice rink, don't forget it. $50,000 for a police sign, don't forget it. Don't forget the things that happened 3 years ago. People are blinded by what happened and then they forget stuff. We have to realize this, what has happened to us over the last 3.5 years, we're gonna have to dig ourselves out of this mess the next 4 years. So please be patient. Please stay observant to what's going on, because you gotta ask questions. You gotta ask questions and you are entitled to ask questions. So I'd just like to say thank you all for that. Send the prayers, send the shout outs, and just stay vigilant for the next 50 days. Thank you.
Any additional comments?
Yeah.
Trustee Norwood.
Go ahead. Okay. Go ahead, ma'am. No, go. Okay. Hey guys. Hello everyone. Happy Monday to all of you. Happy New Year. I'm so happy to see you all. We made it. And I just want to start off by saying God is good all the time. All the time. God is good. As we all know, I am the chair of the youth committee, and it's extremely important to me that we keep the youth active. So we're going to have our fourth annual family skating night this January 31st. We switched things up just a little bit. So this particular time, it'll be at Glenwood Skating Rink at 656 Holbrook Road in Glenwood, Illinois, and it's from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So you all know my motto, a family that skates together stays together. Okay, so you all come out. It's free for all Dolton residents. We will have some refreshments. And if you all could do me a huge favor and register, you can register by calling me or texting me at 708-968-4297. So don't meet me there, beat me there. I would also like to take a moment to thank the amazing students at my alma mater, Thornridge High School, for welcoming me along with Senator Harris, Dolton Park District, and the high school, High Society Management, PR, my favorite PR, as we surprised them with Nick Cannon's MTV Wildin' Out. This was just so amazing to me. I think I was more excited when me graduating from Thornridge. I felt as if we never had a concert, none of the 4 years. So this was a great time for the teachers and the principal. Special thank you to the principal who also joined us. But the teachers specifically picked certain students. So they picked the honor students and they wanted to thank them and to show them that it's always great to be great. So they had the free concert, and I would like to thank them for just participating and understanding how important it is for us to not leave the youth out. And then my last message is to all of us. I've been speaking with residents for the last few weeks, and I just want you all to know that we are all in this together. This has not been the easiest, right? But it's something that we were put on here to do. We were put here to do. I'd like to thank our Board of Trustees for simply just working together. I don't know if people know, we don't always talk about how trying these times have been, right? We're saving police cars, we're trying to save money. We're just always trying to find ways to keep the residents first, and prioritize the spending. And I know sometimes people say, well, we don't like all the arguing and bickering. I just want the residents to know that if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. And we don't want to argue or fight, but what we do want to do is keep our bargain. We made a plea to the residents. And when you all chose us, you chose us to make the right decisions and you believed in us. So I just want to say that I don't take that for granted. I thank you all for just allowing me to fight this great fight, right? I understand now why there's this thing called checks and balances, because that's what we're here to do, right? No one person can make all the decisions, and it's just so that we can have some type of system. So I just want you all to know we don't want to argue and fight, but we are here to do the will of the people, and that's what we're going to continue to do. I thank you all. I admire you all so much for spending time with us on this cold Monday, right? But God is good, guys, and I just thank you, and we'll get through this. We are all better together. There's this adage that I love actually, and it says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, you go with the team. So I'm thanking you residents for just lifting me up when I'm like, oh Lord, what are we going to do next, right? But you all keep us inspired. I thank the trustees for listening to me when I call them just to pray and just to let them know that we're going to get through this. So I thank the board and I thank everyone. 48 more days and counting, we have this.
All right, Jay, I guess I'll be the last. Just want to also say Happy New Year. Glad to see everyone this evening. So glad that you came out. But I want to make an announcement. Back in December 21st, we had an expungement summit, but it was in the city of Chicago. And we had 150 people register, which was an awesome turnout. So we're going to do the same thing here in Dolton, February 22nd. We're also going to have that campaign. It says, say yes to a second chance, free record expungement opportunity. We will have attorneys here taking out their time, no charge. All that you would need for that day is actually a copy of your record, but the expungement will be here. It says, join us on February 22nd from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for a life-changing event dedicated to helping individuals in the South suburbs. Take the first step toward a brighter future. Sewell Point is proud to present Say Yes to a Second Chance campaign. Again, a free record expungement opportunity designed to empower you to heal, rebuild, and believe in the possibilities of 2025. It says our theme is to heal the Southland. It is about creating a pathway to hope, new beginnings. We believe everyone deserves a second chance, but mostly important. You need to give yourself that chance. Have faith, step forward, and open the door to opportunities for a better life. This event will be held right here in this room, February the 22nd, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It says, let us come together to heal, restore, and step into a new full life of possibilities. So if it's not you, I'm sure we all have someone or we know someone. Please come out and take advantage of the things that are actually offered. I was so amazed to listen to some people give their testimonies of how they made mistake years ago, 25, 30, 40 years ago, and how their records have been expunged or sealed. So again, please come out, take advantage of the great things that we are offering and want to bring to Dolton. Again, if you got any questions, please see me after the meeting. I will have a flyer to come out shortly. But again, I want to thank everyone. And again, thanks for coming out. Thank you.
Okay. Any additional comments? All right, I have two announcements. Well, maybe three. We'll see. So I do want to also let the community know that we've made changes to our Village of Dolton website with the assistance of our village administrator, along with the communications department. So I want to give them their credit, along with High Society PR, for developing it with the intention of making sure that we have documents available for the community that they are entitled to. On this website now, there's a transparency tab that has warrant lists that go back to 2021, financial reports going back to 2021. I think it'll come up to roughly around June or July. We will be uploading all information we have to keep it as current as possible. There still is some hiccups in the process, so if there's anything that you need in the meanwhile, please feel free to email me at jhouse@vodolton.org so that we can provide the information. Additionally, the clerk's office has worked as well with the communications in the website, and the meeting minutes and agendas will also be posted by the end of this week. So we want to make sure that everybody's aware of this. Oh, and I'm told she's showing out right now because she has ordinances and resolutions going online as well. So we are happy to start making strides towards transparency, and that's the intention of this announcement. Announcement number 2, we are pleased to let everybody know that on January 27th in this building, there will be a town hall meeting, because no action will be taken, where Lori Lightfoot will give her closeout report at that time. So we're pleased to let everyone know that that will move forward. I think my third statement or comment is that's January 27th, Monday, January 27th. I want to say 6:30. The time will be posted, and we will also do an email blast. So I'll say tentatively 6:30, but don't hold me to that. Third announcement is for everybody that's here in the room and seeing all of the smiling faces and great energy. I really want to say from the trustees to say thank you to the residents. Residents, you empower us as trustees. There was a point in time where we would go in the meetings and you get beat up, and it was given the impression that we were trying to do things to stop progress. And at different points, you start to question almost your sanity and say, okay, are we doing the right thing or are we not? And it's the encouragement of the many faces in this room with Sherry and Valerie, Mary, Fania. Don't get me a call. I can't call everybody out. Dan Lee. So we really lean on your support, and that gives us the fuel needed to continue moving forward every day. So we really want to give a heartfelt thank you. And more than that, there's an ongoing or a new dialogue that people are trying to push. Well, don't worry about that. They're outsiders, and they're trying to pit us outsiders versus insiders. Outsiders, I want to say welcome to Dolton. If it were not for the assistance of these outsiders, then many of these things could not be discussed and exposed, and many of the lessons learned would not happen. So I want to say thank you to those who have taken the time and given all feedback, positive, negative. We hear it all, and we do our best to move forward in that vein. And once this next phase comes, don't go anywhere. We still need you. So I want to make sure we gave that heartfelt thank you as well to all that come. That being said, I'm going to conclude the general announcements and we'll move next to the village clerk's report.
Good evening, everyone. And I also want to echo what my board has stated, that we are so happy to see you guys. You guys don't know the hell we've been through. And we are going to stand fast and continue to the very end. We're not going to stop until we have victory. We say this all the time. This is a movement. This is not just a regular campaign. This is a movement. This will live on forever. And we expect you all to continue to engage us and engage this town. We don't want you to just leave once we take the seats. We want you to continue to work with us. You want us to work together to bring this community back to what it used to be. I've lived here over 30 years. My children moved and they're constantly trying to encourage me to move, but I cannot. I have to finish this fight and I have to continue to stand with you guys for the long haul. So continue to work with us because it just doesn't end in February or April. We have a long road ahead of us and we still need you guys. So don't walk away. We still need you. So having said that, I'm going to ask my board to approve my minutes for the month of December the 2nd, 2024 regular board meeting. If you guys can approve the minutes for that date.
Is there a motion to approve the village clerk's report and meeting minutes for December 2nd?
I make a motion to approve the December 2nd, 2024 regular board of trustees meeting.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, hearing a motion and second, any discussion? And no discussion, clerk, can you please call the roll?
Okay, Tammy Brown, I got it right.
Aye.
Jason House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
And Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you very much.
Okay, next thing on here is the village engineer's report. We do not have a report from the engineer nor the department reports listed on here. So we will pass items number 8 and 9. Item 10, corporate bills on the electronic warrant list. Trustee Stan Brown. I'm just teasing with them. I'm just teasing with my fellow trustee. I will read the electronic warrant list into record. We have, wait, this is the 30th. We're not doing that one. The electronic warrant list, November 30th, 2024, has corporate payments, $325,128.15. Water fund payments, $323,290. Sewer fund payments, $4,632.70. Total payments on this list, $653,050.85. I'll motion that we approve the bills as read. And I may ask, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, hearing the motion and second, are there any questions? Hearing none, clerk, can you please call the roll?
Trustee Brown, Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next we have our AP warrant list dated January 6, 2025 with corporate payments, $801,964.10. Gross payroll for December 13th, $461,875.85. Gross payroll December 24th, $464,928.76. Melanie Fitness Center register payments of $1,244.32. Total payments on this register, $1,730,000.13 I'll make a motion that we approve the warrant list as read. Is there a second?
I'd like to make a superseding motion.
Floor is open to Trustee Belcher for her superseding motion.
I want to remove one item off the AP warrant list. It's for $1,000 for Kimberly Austin. And when we go into discussion, I'll discuss why.
Okay. Superseding motion, we have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, hearing the motion and second, any discussion?
Yes. The reason I'm asking to remove this and it can only be until our next meeting is because there is some discrepancies and concerns about It's an escrow check for $1,000 for a property from a former worker of the village. And my concern was when they went in the system, when you put up an escrow, the escrow is that if there's a list of things that need to be done to the property, you pull permits, get those things done, and you have a certain amount of time to get your funds back. Well, conveniently, this was at the fourth date, fourth month. The property is in DPR Homes, but the check they're requesting is being to Kimberly Austin. And when I looked at the money order did come from Kimberly Austin, but when we go in the system, no permits have been pulled for the property. So if no permits have been pulled, then no work have been done, or if work was done, no permits was pulled, so how you getting your escrow back? So it's a matter of just doing some more research, because at this point, I'm gonna say this again, I said it before, we know that there has been a substantial amount of properties that have been taken from the village of Dolton. And at some point, it has to be put to a stop. Of course, we have 119 days to people exit the premises, but I just want to make sure that when we start looking at these things, because when we looked at the DPR homes, we found that over the last, 8 months, about 12 properties been transferred in this company's name. So I'm just asking in discussion that we remove it now until we do further research. Once whatever research is done or found, I will be happy to put it back on there, but I think at this time it needs to be removed.
Can I make a correction?
Okay, yeah.
It wasn't 8, it's 11.
Okay. Okay, any further discussion? Okay, hearing no further discussion, I'll ask Clerk Key for the roll call on the superseding motion.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
Trustee House,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, item 11A, we're gonna do executive session. Will be pulled to executive session. There will be possible action afterward, but that's to be determined by executive session. Item B is a motion to approve 2 business licenses. These are new entities that purchase different existing locations. So a motion that we are 2 business licenses at 1445 Sibley and 15030 Dante. Ask, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, hearing the motion in second, any discussion? Hearing no discussion, I'll ask Clerk Key for a roll call.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
Trustee House,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown, Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next item number 12 is discussion on the use of village property with no proper notice and insurance. I'll yield the floor to Trustee Belcher.
Good evening. This business, it was brought up some time ago and there was no action taken, but as a trustee and a vested interest in the community, there's a concern. When I put the village property in proper notice and insurance, of course, most of you guys know and was aware that the township had an event at Melanie's Fitness Center. There are several concerns about that. For one, it was publicly known that there was no insurance through the township, meaning most of the time when you rent out a property, you provide insurance, which means that if someone would have gotten hurt, then the village of Dolton would once again be liable for another lawsuit, damages, and things of that nature. I know that these next 3 months, things are going to happen. Things are going to happen as in reference to the township and Dolton. Because when somebody can't control the narrative in one spot and they actually oversee both spots, it's commingling, which is going on all the time. But I don't want to continue to put the village in harm's way because of one person's personal decisions. I'm asking for a discussion that moving forward from now until whenever. We just need to get some type of legal to say that any Thornton Township events must have a binding contract and insurance to have on Dolton property. That is protecting us. We've had several emails that come. Currently, our mayor is uninsurable. Uninsurable. How embarrassing, but this is not about that. This is about the fact that we cannot take on any more legal problems. And so I'm stating this because I really believe that until they get whatever they have going on at the township, she's going to try to navigate everything into Dolton, and we cannot afford it. So I spoke to the village administrator. I spoke to other trustees. I just feel that moving forward, and we have to put something in place that the township, one, it's the township. They should be paying us. I mean, they should be paying us as rental property. If you go somewhere, you rent, so they should be paying. But when it goes to the legal and lawsuit liability part, I think that right now it is very crucial because, for one, the Melanie's Fitness Center is not even operable. So having people come in to play bingo, it smelled like mold in there. They haven't I think they was draining the pool or something. It's not fit for people to really be coming in and out of there. And I don't think that the Village of Dolton should be held liable for anything that happened based on one person's ability to keep utilizing that facility.
Okay. Any further comments or discussion? Hearing none, there's no vote to be taken on that. Were you looking for attorney to?
I'm asking for it to either be moved to committee of the whole or for legal or something to be put in place through legal to stop.
Attorney McGrath, would you be okay with putting together an ordinance that we can, would you like a vote at the next meeting or further discussion?
Yes.
Okay, for a vote at the next meeting. Okay, and the next item on the agenda is override of the mayoral veto issued on November 6, 2024 regular board meeting. Is there a motion?
I make a motion.
Yeah, hearing the motion, is there a second?
Second.
We had a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, clerk, can you please call the roll?
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, with that, we're going to go into executive session. I will be making a motion. Well, I'll ask, is there a motion to go into executive session for a discussion regarding appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, and dismissal of specific employees, and discussion regarding pending or probable or imminent litigation? Is there a motion?
Second.
Hearing a motion by trustee Stan Brown and second by trustee Kiana Belcher. Any discussion? Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Okay, we will stand at recess for executive session and come out for adjournment. That's so much smoother and easier. Bruce. Yes, sir. You keep going.
Jason, is that room open or do we go next door?
Let me find out which way we go.
Oh, okay. My deputy did tell me you called. She did tell me you called about the meeting. Yeah. Right, not a problem. And this is peaceful, thank God. A little bit. Yeah, it's been a long road, that's to say the least.
It's still, that's what I told them. You know, if you heard me say, you got to keep working. Got to keep working.
We still got to come back after.
Basically, right. Oh, you were here. Yes. Okay, okay, but thank you very much. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you made it to this one. Good meeting. Okay. We got to go into the executive session, but we'll be back here to close the meeting out. Hopefully, we'll be back here too. Since she's not here. Yeah, usually I can make a decision fairly quick. Then Charles. Charles didn't make it. He had another meeting. So some problem was replacing him. Then they were driving slow, especially I guess when he had an accident. And it's the road of there's no black eye.
You don't mind February 25th, I'll free up. Okay.
Back here in May, I tried to make a couple of these meetings, but we both know what last year.
Oh, yes.
I was at the wrong meeting, and she had the other meeting.
Yeah, no, she's trying to force people in. I'm sorry. Okay. No, we're gonna be here. I'm gonna run so they don't tell me I'm holding everybody on pleasure.
Test. See it? Yeah, I see the levels. Yeah. Test. Yeah, I see it. Test. Here's a.
I see the levels.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the levels.
Yeah. Yep. We got it. How you feel, Sherry Britton, longtime Dolton resident? Come back. Look, he's laughing at me. He's laughing. That's my brother. We're here after a great long board meeting.
Yes.
Another meeting here in Dolton.
Successful.
Peaceful. Professional done. Wasn't a lot of BS.
Yes.
Anything you want to say?
I just want to say that we are moving forward, and I just feel like the mayor is losing it. So I think now, like Trustee Belcher said, she's going to be desperate. Hey, Stan, how are you? Good to see you here.
Yeah, we got to do an interview, Stan.
Right. But yeah, I'm just glad that we're moving forward, and I just think that she can tell that she's at the end. So the end is near. We're just tired. You and I have been doing this for almost 4 years. You've been in it with me for 4 years almost. So that's where we are.
Yeah. Good. And residents, or if you're watching from all across the nation who's watching this, if you want to go to our website, votehouse2025.info, make a donation to the campaign. We need your support. We still campaigning. We still raising money. We got to hit the streets. This administration don't mind using taxpayers' money to do anything and everything. So we need your support. Go to our website, votehouse2025.info. On our YouTube page, you can see Jason's video. Click the link and donate to our Act Blue account. We need your support. Whether how big your donation is, $5, $20, $50, $100, $1,000, whatever you want to donate, wherever you're from, we need your help.
Clean House 2025.
Clean House 2025. And this race is not won yet. We got to work hard.
Yes, it is.
We was going door to door this weekend talking to residents, definitely ready for a change. Mr. Lee. And I encourage everybody to watch that documentary that they did on NBC. Did you watch it? I sent it to you. Yeah, Chaos and Dolton. Yeah. Go ahead, Dan. Talk about how you just want to with the mic.
Okay, so I'm not sure what I'm. Oh, just speak on whatever.
Oh, go ahead. What you want to do? How do you feel about tonight's meeting?
Oh, tonight's I want to hold on to this feeling. We got to hold on to this feeling. We got to hold on to this enthusiasm. We're on the upswing now. I remember when we first started this fight almost 4 years ago, and we were getting trashed every week. We were laughed at. We were disrespected. We were being escorted out of meetings unjustly. A lot of bad things happened to us, but we persevered anyway. And these Clean House 2025, they stood with us shoulder to shoulder through this entire fight, which is why I support them wholeheartedly. There is nothing that I wouldn't do to help get the malignancy that's now running this township and the city of Dolton, or the village of Dolton. They need to go. They need to go because they are definitely not just an embarrassment. They have hurt a lot of people. A lot of people have been hurt by these people, and they intimidate, they steal. They do a whole variety of things that we don't have time for that. We gotta build our city. We have to build this whole south suburbs depends upon us getting those people out of office. The meeting on the 21st, the village hall meeting that we have on the 21st at South Suburban College will be vital. Anybody and everybody that wants to get our village and our township on an upswing, you need to come to that meeting on the 21st, South Suburban College. I don't have the time right now, but we need to get another trustee in, and we can completely negate the negative effects of her and her entire administration. She's irrelevant here, and she will be irrelevant in Thornton Township. Then we can turn our backs on her, go about your business, let the FBI have you. Go on about your business, leave us alone. We have things to do.
Cool. We got it. On that note, we're going to shut it down. I know they got executive session, so we're going to shut it down. Please log in. If you live in Dolton, wherever you live, we can use your help. We can use your volunteers to come help us out. If you listen to that sickening audio from what happened with Sister Fania, get a chance to check it out and verse yourself in it. So if you're listening to this, you live in Dolton, and you get a call from her campaign, you ask them, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about what he did to her? How did you feel about the mayor just firing her when she got back? How did she feel about the mayor just kicking her to the curb? Are you okay with that? You should, if you're a Dolton resident watching this and you get a call from the mayor's campaign, ask them how they feel about what happened to Fania Duke. You ask them. The ones that's running with her, all women running with her, ask them how they feel as women, how they feel about that. So we're all making calls. So you're going to get a call if you're a Dolton resident. If you get a call from the mayor's campaign, ask them, how do you feel about the audio that you heard and what happened to Fania? All right, peace. On that note, yeah. Miss Stubb? All right, go ahead. We're going to stop it. We're going to shut it out. All right. Hey, you want to?
No, you got a question though.
Uh-huh.
What are they doing with them rent trucks? Yeah, they got boxes.
This is a long time don't rest. How your health doing?
Going good. Well,
One day
I haven't went to the doctor back, but
yeah.
I'm through with the radiation stuff.
Yeah.
So it's going good.
I met you The one who was outside protesting. How old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
75.
75 years old. 75-year-old out here. She was when we locked us out, Village Hall, and that's when I met you. Yeah.
Second cancer stuff. So I'm doing good.
And you're battling cancer right now, and she's out here right now, fighting for your village, right? And you gotta stay in tune.
Born in Montgomery, Alabama, did the 7 walk and everything.
Yeah. Anything you want to say about that? And any similarities between that and what you see now?
I walked for some that crap she doing. That ain't what it was. Martin Luther King, they didn't stand for that stuff. They didn't do this stuff like she doing.
Yeah.
No.
Well, good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Good. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm waiting my daughter to pick me up. So.
Yes, ma'am. What is she here yet?
She should be in by
We'll walk you out, okay? And you can hit stop on the live feed. Peace.